Hey there, welcome to another episode of the Denisha Speaks page at The Crown LLC. The Crown stands for Total Healing Experiences, creating, restoring, overcoming, winning now. Today on this episode of Denisha Speaks, I want to talk to you about one of my favorite shows. One of my favorite shows can be seen on Home and Garden TV. It's called Love It or List It. Now, the premise of this show is usually a couple who has differing views on the house that they live in. Maybe it's the husband who has sentimental connections to the house and he wants to stay there, and the wife is thinking that it's time for them to move on. Now, the husband will say how many wonderful memories they have, and they had their first Christmas there together, or they brought their first child home, and the wife will say, yes, we did, but that was when it was just you and me, and now there's 3 kids, 2 dogs, and a cat, and we just don't have enough space. The husband says, well, I love the yard, I love the pool. And the wife says, but the laundry room doesn't work, and the bathroom on the 3rd floor, it never worked. And so they'll have this battle about what's good about the home and why they need to leave the home. There's a real estate agent, and then there's also an interior decorator that are in competition to see if they're able to make the couple leave the house or to stay in the house based on their changes. So usually there's an opportunity where they have a meeting and they tell them, here are all the things that the new house must have if I would even consider leaving. And then they have a list of all the things that the house must have for the other person to consider staying in the house. So the real estate agent takes their list and the interior decorator takes the list, and they both decide on their goal of trying to make this couple either stay in their house or buy a new one. There's a renovation budget given. There's also a purchasing budget given, and they're both trying to make it work within those confines of the budgets. Usually what happens is that the real estate agent finds them a home that generally meets all of their needs. If they say they need 5 bedrooms and an office space, he finds them a house that has 6 bedrooms and 2 office spaces. If they say that they want a pool and they want 3 working bathrooms, he finds them a house that has a pool and a playground and 3 bathrooms the way they need it. The interior decorator, the interior designer, usually comes up against some snags. So if the person says they need 3 working bathrooms, she might only be able to give them 2 because they found a crack in the foundation. They found some other bigger project that needed repair more than the house needed renovation. And usually at the end of the show, when they take them on the tour of the changes that were made in their house, one of the things you'll notice is that the house might, while it has a facelift cosmetically, some of the changes that they needed and wanted to make the house more functional are not in the house. So if they needed 3 bedrooms, maybe they only got 2 and 1 working bathroom. She wasn't able to move the laundry onto the 2nd floor because of having to repair the crack in the foundation. When it comes to the end of the show, now the couple has to decide, are they going to love the house the way she remodeled it, or are they going to list the house and buy the real estate property that the agent showed them? This is about the time that I get really frustrated, because no matter how wonderful the new house was, generally the couple stays in the house. And so at the end they say, are you going to love it or are you going to list it? And when they say, we're going to love it, I cringed a little bit on the inside. And the question that I'm wondering is, why would you stay in the house that doesn't have everything that you told them that you needed? You still need a 3rd working bathroom. Your basement is still unfinished, but because she gave you a few throw pillows and she put some nice decor on a new table and painted the walls, it appears to be a better choice. And I think to myself, what's going to be like 6 months down the road when the throw pillows are dirty and the walls are not that appealing anymore, and you still don't have a working laundry room, or you still don't have a bathroom that functions the way you need it for all the 5 people in your house? And it causes me to think about how many times in our life we make that same choice. There are things we want, we have our list, we have our must-haves, and when we find ourselves faced with the opportunity, how often do we choose what's familiar based on what's functional? How often do we choose the things that have sentimental value without things that, or versus the things that are common sense or that make more sense for us as we move forward? A lot of times there are things we've hoped for, dreamed of, worked for, prayed for, and when we're faced with them, because they seem unfamiliar or because they don't have some of the sentimental value, we back up and we don't take the new opportunity because we are so stuck in what's comfortable. The show is called Love It or List It. And I think about how many times we need to leave something even though we love it. You can love something even from a distance. You don't have to stay in a place just because that's where you started. You don't have to stay in a place just because that's where you have your memories. You can go and make new memories in the new house. You can go and make memories in the new place that you have. And not only will you have more opportunity because it has everything you want, I bet you'd have more happiness. So you can be like our friends on Love It or List It and stay in something because it's familiar, or you can take the leap, take the risk, and choose what might be uncomfortable, but might be exactly everything you've ever wanted. So today, I want to challenge you not only to leave it, but take the risk that where you're going is better than where you've been. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Danisha Speaks. You can also follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on Instagram. Also, you can go and get 2 of my books, Long May You Reign and the Daily Affirmations Companion Book to Long May You Reign. You can get both of those either on the website or you can go get them on Amazon.com. We'll see you next time here at The Crown.